LDBC. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay, guys, this is to answer a few questions, okay? Because, a couple of people say, well, Coach, okay, have you been by Valentina's Twitter? Look at her. She's vacationing, and you criticize Amanda for doing the exact same thing. So what do you got to say about that, Coach? Okay. Now, I can't believe I'm making this video, but I'm going to break this down to you into the finest molecule, and I'm going to see if you understand. Okay, so let's really take a look at what Valentina been doing. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, now look at this photograph. Now, to the simp, these are two nice-looking women in bikinis. That's to the eye of a simp. But to the eye of a fighter, to the eye of a coach or a trainer, no. These are two women who are ripped. They are physically ready to go and take a fight tomorrow. They are physically ready to take a short-term fight tomorrow. See, that's to the coach's eye. Now, these are very recent photographs of Valentina and Valentina Shevchenko. They're very recent. Do you see lots of body fat on them? I mean, do you see where, they're beginning to lose their fitness? I mean, please try to break it down. Please try to explain that. But that's not enough proof. See, showing you guys really what's going on, that's not enough for y'all. No, that's just not enough, okay? But they're in phenomenal shape. What people don't know is that Valentina, she trains all the time. Why do you think that she was able to take a short-term fight? A fight on short notice with Sarah Kaufman? Why? Why do you think she was able to do that? Do you think that she just lucked up and beat Sarah Kaufman? I mean, folks, let's start using our brain. This girl, all she's ever known in her whole life, her and Antonina, for the most of their life, all they know is how to fight. And I think I've only seen about one video since I've been following the bullet where she was completely out of shape. Just one. Okay? And that was years and years and years and years and years ago. She was in her early 20s. Every time you see Valentina Shevchenko, she's in phenomenal shape. Now, okay, so y'all don't want to buy it on that. Okay, I get it. I get it. Because you guys are never going to say that, oh, well, you know what, Coach, yeah, I might be wrong. Now, y'all ain't going to say that. Now, you're going to say, well, what about Valentina always dancing and shaking her ass all the time? What about that? Because you got on bets. Go ahead, Coach. You talking about Amanda Nunes. Okay, so have you guys ever noticed that Valentina, every single extracurricular activity she does, even down to fishing, is some type of training module? And I'm going to explain. Everything that Valentina does that's leisure to her, that she enjoys, besides eating, outside of eating, because eating, there's no hand-eye coordination. Some of these jelly bellies can do it, but not that. Everything Valentina does is some type of either coordination or hand-eye coordination. To fish, I know some of y'all thinking you just throw the rod in the water. Well, that's to, a lot of ignorant bastards who would think that. But there is a science to fishing. Notice, whenever you look at a fishing photograph of Valentina, she seems to always catch a big fish. Why is that? Because there is a skill set to catching fish. There's a skill set to do it. There is a skill set to doing it. There's a type of mental capacity and a skill set that's needed to fish. There is a coordination in dancing. Everything she's doing is fight related. It's fight related. This girl never stops thinking about fighting. Archery. I'm an archer. I'm a master archer. Okay? I can shoot almost any object with a bow and arrow. I can. Okay? I'm not that accurate with a pistol, but with a bow and arrow, yeah. Notice, it's hand-eye coordination. Folks, this is not that hard to figure out. Just about everything that Valentina does, point blank, it has something to do with fighting. Even down to when she's getting in her bikini, they're doing drills, they're doing all kind of stuff, and then they go swimming. They swim. It's cardiovascular exercise. Why? Because the water adds lots of resistance. That's why a lot of people swim. Lots and lots and lots of people swim. It's great cardio resistance type exercise. And I'll add this in too. Valentina does a lot of shadow boxing in the sand. That's also a type of cardio resistance training. Yeah, I know. I know you hearing Coach explain this. And look at the last photograph. She's shooting guns. That's another type of hand-eye coordination. You need hand-eye coordination when you fight. You need a strategy. Fishing. You have to have a strategy to catch the proper fish. Strategy. And you have to have coordination when you're dancing. All of these things that she does, okay, it's fight related. And she's always thinking about the fight. I'm going to tell you what, my hand-eye coordination is great. I can shoot. I can shoot a bow and arrow. I'm okay with a pistol. I'm not as good as I am with a bow. But my hand-eye coordination is right there with anybody in the world. Okay? And I'll bet anything on that. Second, Valentina, and I'll add this. She trains with her sister who could probably whoop almost anybody's ass in the UFC, in the 135-pound division. Let's think about this. Antonina and Valentina, they spend their vacation and sparring each other. See, this is what you don't see. This is what you don't see. They beat the holy living piss out of each other. They eat. They go enjoy some relaxing time doing an activity that requires either coordination or hand-eye coordination. They come back, they spar, they train, and they do all the things that has made them world-class fighters and champions in their own right. Muay Thai champions in their own right. I'm trying to tell y'all, Valentina hadn't taken a day off. See, to you, to the naked eye, it looks like she's vacationing, but to the fighter, she's not vacationing. Yeah, it looks like she's having fun. Yeah, she's smiling with that big-ass fish she caught. That fish probably is on steroids or somebody shot it with an antibiotic needle. Yeah, she's smiling, and it looks like, oh, it looks fun. But to catch that fish, there's a lot of strategy involved. A lot of strategy in fighting. Have you guys started to pick up the parallel dimension between the two? Some of you probably still not going to get this. And let me throw the great equalizer out there. If, when you guys come at me in the comment section, and you guys say these things, Coach, but what about Valentina like she ain't training? I'm going to say, Pavel has a plan. Who is Pavel? Pavel Fedotov. That's Valentina Shevchenko's trainer. Pavel has a plan. I think Amanda's going to murk the hell out of Valentina this second fight. Pavel has a plan. But what is Valentina doing? She's over there shaking her ass. Pavel has a plan. That's what I'm going to say to y'all. Pavel has a plan. And if you're a Valentina Shevchenko fan, if you're a fan of the bullet, and if you got somebody in your face trying to dog out the bullet, you say, Pavel Fedotov has a plan. That's all you say. Don't say nothing else. Because, see, anybody that know MMA know that this man is probably one of the top, if not the best, one of the best trainers in the world. I mean, hell, the man survived a gunshot wound, and he's back standing on his hands. This man can stand on his hands, do a handstand. This man is flexible. He still can fight. Pavel Fedotov has a plan. And I keep trying to tell y'all this. But will you listen? No. You're not going to listen. You're not going to look at the proof in the picture that Valentina hadn't been. No, you guys are going to say, no, she's still, no. Pavel Fedotov has a plan. That's all I'm going to say to you guys. You can't come back at me with that because Pavel has had a plan for all these years. And I know you're going to say, what was Pavel's plan when she lost to Amanda Nunes? I know you're going to say this. I know you're going to say it. I'm going to say Pavel had a plan. He has a plan. Valentina didn't execute the plan until the third round. But you better darn well believe you got the best, one of the best MMA minds on the planet. That's Pavel Fedotov, one of the best MMA minds on the planet, coming up with a strategy for a rematch. You just gave Pavel, you gave him the answers to the test. That's what you did. That's what I keep trying to tell y'all, that this man has a plan. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe to the best women's MMA platform on YouTube.